Hi, rgaspard here for MUX 1405, and my app is going to be called Gigmeister, and it's essentially a calendar app, but it will allow gigging musician or other entertainment industry gigging professionals to track appropriate information and be able to take bookings and keep records while they're on the go, which is frequently the case. And it seems like a pretty good idea for an app. My survey participants were in support. They were all very interested. And more importantly, I think when I went to the App Store to do my competitive app comparison, as required in our documentation, the other apps that were available were really not very good, not very numerous, and not very good. So the two apps that I ended up reviewing, actually I tried 3 of them, but one of them I couldn't even get it to work at all. The functions wouldn't function without installing the web component. It was almost like you had to do everything through the web app, and then you could access the information through your smartphone, but you couldn't input as much. It was almost like you were supposed to be on a tour, and there's a tour manager somewhere inputting information through a computer, and you're just receiving it. But I want an app for just a small independent person to keep track of their own business. So the 2 apps, one of them is called Band Manager. It's a $3 app. And the other one's called Bandmate, Band M8. And they both had some strengths and weaknesses. I filled out all the heuristics as required, and some sometimes the one app would be a little ahead of the other. The one of them had a much cleaner design, but when you have a cleaner design based on a lack of features, I don't know if that's really a win. Whereas the other one had a much more confusing design. For instance, the Bandmate one, and a lot of functions that I thought were really unnecessary and confusing, and no gigging musician I know would be interested in using all those features. But it did have buried in the interface some really useful stuff that was right on par with the elements I was hoping to include. So that one was a little closer, and it integrated really well with the hardware on the phone. You could click on an address of a venue, and it would bring up the Maps app in iOS. You could click on a calendar once you input a gig date, and it would add it to your calendar, your native calendar app. So there was some nice stuff. It didn't provide a field to take the phone number of the booking agent, which would have been nice to be able to hit the phone number and have it actually open the phone app on your phone. So it wasn't entirely integrated and was missing some fields that I thought were appropriate. That's really the one question that I added, which is really the crucial thing, is are there appropriate data fields provided for the gigging professional? Generally this is just a calendar app, but having specific fields in there that pertain to this context is what makes the thing context specific and allows you to be able to sell it to this demographic over the regular calendar app that just comes stock on the phone. So real quickly, my EBSCOhost research, my app marketing research, I found a nice article. It's called The Effectiveness of Branded Mobile Apps. And I do have a citation here. And what the article says basically is, there was a trend for maybe you would be a bank and you would make an app, or you could be any business and make an app, and the app didn't even have to have anything to do with the nature of your business. It was just a way to get the branding out there, just like putting your name on a lighter or a cap or a cup or something. And lo and behold, with this research in this EBSCOhost research, what they discovered was that if it's actually a useful app, then people are much more attached to the brand, and an app that is about them. So a game type of app that's about what's going on in the phone is not particularly useful to get brand loyalty, but if it's an app that's about them, and my Gigmeister app would certainly be about them. They'd be running their business through it. So that's part of my marketing plan for this, is I want to do the free one, or the 99-cent download Gigmeister, and then once they've got some brand loyalty and they're comfortable using the app, then we can hit them up to pay $5 for the Gigmeister Pro. That seems like a pretty typical marketing strategy. You get people going on the free one or the cheap one, and then once they're converted to your product, but just want the extra features, power user features, then they're willing to kick down a little extra money. So it's going pretty good so far. I can't wait to get in and try to build it out. Thank you.